Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
51. 51 somebody. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Here's the 2nd and 7. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
And the Bengals first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Mike's by 4. You're not ready. You're not ready. Right there.
Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got it.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. Give him 30 yards there.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Watch the edge. Kill.
From the gun, Jackson going deep for Diggs. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. 36 yards on the play. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Jim. Jack. 49.
from the red zone now. Here's Jackson on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Check, crunch, crunch. Safe.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Alert 3. Check 99. Check 99. Watch twist. Watch twist. He's coming.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dumps it off to Mixon. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
My 40. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Pick the edge. Come. Check 31. Rush in.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Check 3. Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Down. Right there. 54 miles. Get ready. Bang. Shit. Sponge. Check. Let's go. Check it. Set. Undercross.
Back to throw here. And a Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Mike, 54. You don't want none of that. Pick up the ball. 54 is Mike.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Anthony Averett picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. On first down, Dobbins. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let's get it. Mike 8. Mike 8. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 43. Watch out. Check it out. You got tape. Get it on. Check. Go. Check.
They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 26-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now Jackson on first down. And Diggs has it. A big play that time for the Ravens. 43 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, it's Robinson, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 3-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Banjo. Zoom, zoom. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 45.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Safety's creeping. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Now. Let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Switch it. Hey, come on, switch it. Tight dog.
Looking to throw. And he's going to go down again. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now it's Jackson. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Mike 40. I'm coming after you. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let this one go. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon, 30 yards. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They run. Robinson runs over him. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 29-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I don't think you got it, son.
2nd and 2. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Bengals.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Slant, slant. Check. Try. Check.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, What have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On third down, Jackson sets up the screen to Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose, and the Bengals grab it. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
A 42-yard attempt.
And Tucker left that one out to the right. It's no good, off the mark, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Second and 13. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
45. Go. Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, alert 3. No.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
45, Mike, 45. Watch twist.
Back to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. The end result, 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. I know he ain't got it. 51 to Mike.
They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Everyone go. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Right here. Joker. Check, nickel. Check.
Back Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
They'll run again here with Robinson. He takes this for 3 to the 29. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
We'll call that a punt at 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Nixon will try the right side. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
51, Mike. Mike 51. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Mike 51.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Check 26. Check 15. check 50. Alert flat. Go.
Back to throw here. And the pressure gets to him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike 51. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get it. D. He's coming. Double up.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in the comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now with Robinson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All day, dog.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go. Watch the backer.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Robinson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Robinson, and he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Ravens, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.